And when you come out here, no, when you get out here, like, you realize a couple things about the guys out here. Like, either, yeah, no, right? Like, they have no game, and if they do have game, they don't spit it at the right time. And the thing about guys is, like, when they drink, like, when guys drink, either, like, two things happen. They either drink too much, and they won't admit they're drunk, or they can't get it up, or it comes out too soon. So, you know, like, I got a couple stories about that. Hey, you notice it's like the girls laughing and not the guys? So, you know, I have stories like, my friends, were like all drunk and wasted already, and I went to go pick them up because that's a sober one. I'm trying the sober thing out, 18 days. So, I go pick up my friends, being sober and like loving life, gonna maybe have a couple beers, probably not because the sober thing's kind of working out for me. And they're really wasted. And they get in my car, and this guy's super wasted, alright? And he happens to sit directly behind me, and I don't think anything of it yet, because I'm just like, oh, we're going from the apartments to my house. It's not that far. So we pull up, we get at the stop sign, cops, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm on probation. I'm going to jail. I'm basically here for some bullshit, because Lindsberg is fucked up. But that's a different joke, right? So let's go back to the drunk guy. So we get pulled over, and like right away, I straighten up. And I'm with some guys, and I think they're gonna straighten up and be cool because there's cops. And be like, because right away I was like, no, I ain't fucked up, I'll talk to this cop. Like, yo, cop, we're not drunk. Like, my house is right there, 4 houses away, you know where I live? And he goes, yes, hello, Delicia. So, he like gets my roommate out of the car and makes sure he's not drinking and driving. We're doing the sober thing, we're on probation. We're not drunk or anything. And like, while he's out there, I'm like stressing out. I'm like, fuck, I can't get in trouble. I got some minors in my car. And the cop comes back, he's like, is there any minors in the car? I'm like, fuck. So one of them gets out, and instantly in handcuffs. And I'm like, shit. And then the drunk guys in the car, you think they'd be like, oh fuck, my friend is in handcuffs, getting arrested. No. The guy directly behind me starts doing this. And like, I hear it, and I'm just like, that was fake. That was real. And then I hear, and they're like, Delicia, does this window roll down? I'm like, there's cops behind us. You can't out the window right now because they'll see you. They'll see you. And all of a sudden, like, I hear, and he's not gonna stop. He's not. So I turn around and I'm like, yo, this is my car. Don't fucking puke in my car. Don't puke in my car. And he just looks at me like, with this really sad look. Like, he can't help. He knows he's gonna fucking lose it. And he puts his hand over his mouth like this. And you know when you do that, and vomit comes out, it kind of like squirts through the So I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, motherfucker, don't throw up. And he just goes, sorry. And like, it's on my face. So like, you would think like me, like I'm badass, not gonna lie. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, no. I was like really shocked. And I looked at him, I'm like, you just threw it in my face. And I'm starting to get more amped up because I'm realizing like, smells to me. So I look to my boyfriend, and I'm like, this motherfucker threw up in my face. Like, I'm gonna beat this up, I'm gonna punch him. And I'm freaking out, and I'm thinking he's gonna be like, no, baby, calm down. Like, he starts laughing at my face. Like, and I'm like, what? Yeah, he laughed so hard, the cops came and got his ass out of the car next. So everyone's getting pulled out of the car, and when the door opens up, and the guy who was behind me shuts it, the smell lingers up. And I start to smell it. And as the cops coming up to tell me and my roommate that we could leave because we didn't do nothing wrong, once again sober, I smell, yeah, thank you. smell that smell? And I just go, and I'm like, I'm sober, I can't do this. And I'm dry heaving in my own car because someone just puked on my face in the back seat. And the thing is, he gets out of the car. Remember what this is about. Guys won't admit when they're too drunk. He gets out of the car after vomiting in my face. And he stumbles out. Officer, I want to be a cop. I would never let someone. I didn't even drink tonight, officer. And the officer looks at him with his flashlight. And he goes, sir, you're telling me that you haven't drank any alcohol, you're not intoxicated, and you're not drunk. But yet you have vomit on your shirt, and your thighs end up. And you don't know what I mean by that yet, but I'm going to inform you right now. So, I'm at home one night, this was last year, and my boyfriend goes out, he's like, hey, I'm going to go to the stuga, just have a couple beers, it's Big Thursday. And I'm like, cool, that's cool. Why don't you hit me up after you're done? And he's like, hey, I'll be early night, 12. Okay, so 2 o'clock rolls around, and he calls me, and he's like, can I still come? And I'm like, yeah, come over. And he's like, I can't wait to see you. And I'm like, yes.
Okay.
And so I'm like getting real excited. And before I even hang up, I hear him coming up my porch, and it's old house, so I can hear, and I hear him running down the stairs, and he's through the door, he's like, baby. And I'm like, hi. And he's like, he has beers in his hands, and beers in his pockets, he's still lights, and he has 3 of them, and I'm just like, whoa, you weren't at the stuga. And he's like, yeah, I know, I got a little drunk, and I was like, no, it's all right, baby, I know what's gonna happen now. It's all right.
Okay.
And I was like, well, just let me go into the bathroom, freshen up real quick, and put something more comfortable on. And he's like, yeah, you do that. And so I go and do that, and I'm freshening up, and I'm in the bathroom looking in the mirror, and all I could think of is bounce, work. You know, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to do work. I'm about to do good night. And then I come out to my room, and the lights are off, and he put my satellite radio on, no music, no commercials, you know, and I'm just bounce, work. And I go to the front of the bed, you know, kind of sexy. And I'm in my little get up, you know, little get up, and I'm walking to the front of the bed, and I go, baby. And he goes, oh, come here. So I try to do this real sexy thing, and put one leg on the bed, and crawl to him, you know what I mean? And I'm doing that, and I put my hand down, and I feel something wet. Yeah, I feel something wet, and I'm like, oh, maybe he spilled his beer. So I keep going, and then it gets wetter and wetter. And the thing that got me was, it wasn't a cold wet, beer, it was a warm wet.